Scorpio, if this voice found you right now, stay with me for a moment. Don't scroll away or let your attention drift, because the instant these words reached you, something beneath the surface of your life already started shifting. Say it softly to yourself. My financial timeline is changing. You may not fully recognize it yet, Scorpio, but a heavy, energetic weight has finally started breaking apart, and it had been slowing your abundance, your clarity, and your momentum for far too long. The universe has been waiting for this exact opening to reveal what was hidden from you. Recently, Scorpio, you pulled yourself away from a person, a habit, a cycle, or a connection that had been draining your future in silence. You didn't create drama around it, and you didn't need anyone's permission to leave. You simply detached, and that quiet decision carried more force than any ritual, manifestation, or prayer you've repeated over the past year. As Pluto's energy exposed what was buried beneath appearances, masks began falling away one layer at a time. You started recognizing the truth behind certain promises, certain smiles, and certain energies that never truly stood beside you. The people who exhausted you, the responsibilities that emptied you, the emotional weight that gave nothing back finally became impossible to ignore. Somewhere deep inside yourself, even without saying the words aloud, you decided you had carried enough. That silent turning point changed everything. Scorpio, can you feel the shift now? That strange calm moving through your chest, the sudden feeling that something heavy left your body, the almost eerie stillness surrounding you lately. That is what happens when old energetic residue clears away. When Scorpio cuts ties with what no longer belongs in their path, the universe wastes no time filling that empty space with something far more powerful. There is an old prophecy, often tied to souls who survive transformation. The one who releases the invisible burden becomes the one who unlocks the hidden gate. Scorpio, that burden has already started falling away from you. It may have looked small from the outside, just one boundary, one moment of distance, one message ignored, one attachment released. But spiritually, it shook the foundation of your entire timeline, because you did not merely walk away from discomfort. You walked away from what had been blocking your expansion, your opportunities, your financial rise. That moment of silence you created became an opening. Whether you stopped feeding a draining cycle, refused to engage with toxic energy, or finally severed an attachment that kept pulling you backward, you created space for abundance to move toward you again. Without realizing it, you stepped out of one storm and into another entirely different kind of storm, one built from acceleration, opportunity, wealth, and unexpected breakthroughs. Can you feel the heat in your hands, the pressure in your chest, the sharpened awareness moving through your thoughts right now? That is your instinct, waking up to what has already been activated. Scorpio, the universe is rearranging itself around the choice you made. Your silence, your refusal to settle, your decision to stop carrying what felt heavy became the trigger point. You did not simply remove an obstacle, you unlocked a hidden path. A doorway has opened both behind you and in front of you. And for the first time in a long time, money is no longer drifting away from your life. It is turning back toward you with stronger force, cleaner energy, and deeper permanence than before. You have entered a wealth storm, a magnetic shift that gathers every delayed blessing, every missed opportunity, and every reward that once seemed out of reach, then returns it, multiplied. Every time you protected your peace instead of feeding chaos, every time you pulled your energy away from the wrong people, every time you walked away quietly instead of fighting for validation, you were building unseen karmic momentum. You were preparing for this exact moment. And now, the atmosphere surrounding your destiny feels heavier, not with danger, but with abundance collecting like dark clouds before the sky finally breaks open into opportunity, financial restoration, and divine compensation. And Scorpio, this is not unfolding because of luck or coincidence. It is happening because something finally aligned beneath the surface of your life. If you are still listening to this message right now, if something inside you refused to click away, then hear this carefully. You are not stepping into an ordinary chapter. You are crossing into a timeline that was waiting for the moment you finally reclaimed your power. If this resonates deep in your chest, leave a comment and anchor that energy in place. Like this video to lock the momentum in, share it to expand the blessing outward, and say this quietly to yourself: I rise stronger after June 6th to 7th. Because Scorpio, the future you've been sensing is already moving toward you. Take a slow breath for a second, because what I'm about to tell you is not symbolic language or empty motivation. It is written directly into the pattern forming above your destiny. You did not simply clear emotional space. The planetary movement surrounding June 6th and 7th, 2026, has started forming a rare financial opening around your path. This kind of energetic threshold does not appear often, and right now, the gate is beginning to unlock for you. Pluto, the ruler of rebirth, hidden truth, and karmic transformation, has been forcing old illusions to collapse one layer at a time, exposing every person, belief, attachment, and pattern that quietly weakened your sense of direction and financial confidence. This energy does more than reveal truth. It exposes what has been feeding off your power in silence. And Scorpio, you finally recognized it. You finally saw who and what had been pulling your energy backward. The moment your spirit accepted that truth without resisting it anymore, something ancient inside your timeline broke apart. Now combine that with the moon moving through intense emotional territory while Pluto presses against buried patterns connected to survival, fear, and scarcity. This alignment feels almost surgical in the spiritual sense, cutting away old karmic wounds tied to lack, guilt, and emotional exhaustion that may have followed you for years. This is not a small, energetic shift. It is the unraveling of a cycle that kept you emotionally trapped inside survival mode. And Scorpio, you are beginning to step outside of it now. At the same time, Jupiter's expansion energy is beginning to move in harmony with your transformation, creating the kind of momentum that multiplies whatever you commit yourself to during this period. This is not ordinary luck. It feels more like the universe placing a hidden door directly in front of you and asking whether you are finally ready to walk through it. Opportunities, recognition, financial openings, and unexpected forms of support can begin appearing faster than expected once this energy locks into place. And the movement does not stop there. The karmic nodes connected to destiny and soul direction are activating a major turning point around your timeline, pulling you toward a new, long-term financial cycle that echoes far beyond June 6th and 7th, 2026. That is why your instincts feel sharper lately. That is why the atmosphere around your life feels charged, your emotions deeper, your inner voice harder to ignore. Recently, you may have experienced sudden moments of knowing without understanding how you knew. A realization appearing instantly, a warning feeling undeniable, a decision becoming clear before logic could explain it. That is not randomness. Your intuition is recalibrating itself like an internal compass, guiding you away from energies rooted in confusion, fear, and emotional depletion, while pulling you toward a frequency where prosperity moves with far less resistance. When Scorpio fully leaves behind an energy that no longer belongs in their life, abundance does not arrive quietly. It surges in to occupy the empty space left behind. Pluto's influence during this period feels like fire moving through old debris, burning away emotional residue and clearing the path connected to your ambition, your purpose, and your financial direction. It shifts you away from karmic burdens and begins pulling you toward karmic reward. Scorpio, have you felt that strange shift lately? Like something behind the curtain of your life is quietly rearranging itself. It feels as though unseen opportunities are moving closer, waiting for the exact moment to appear in front of you. At the same time, another version of you is beginning to rise from beneath the old one, sharper, stronger, and no longer willing to settle for less than you deserve. That is the energy surrounding June 6th and 7th, 2026, when Pluto's transformation, the Moon's emotional intensity, Jupiter's expansion, and karmic destiny points align into a rare financial opening carrying enormous weight. This is not ordinary timing. Scorpio, you are standing directly in front of a threshold capable of changing the direction of your financial future in ways you may not fully understand yet. If you trust your instincts, release the patterns draining your energy, and stop returning to people or situations that weakened your spirit, you accelerate the future trying to reach you. But if you ignore the signs, shrink yourself again, or fall back into old emotional cycles, you delay blessings that are already moving toward your life. And I need to be honest with you about something. If you leave this message too quickly, you may walk away from one of the strongest periods of transformation and financial activation you have experienced in years. Stay present with this energy. Leave a comment to anchor your timeline, like this video to strengthen the momentum, and share it to protect the path unfolding ahead of you. Then quietly say to yourself, I choose the wealth aligned with my rebirth. Because Scorpio, this gate is open now, but it will not remain open forever. Let's go deeper, because this is where many people suddenly realize why everything has felt different lately. You did not simply make a small life adjustment. You performed a spiritual and emotional clearing that reshaped your financial direction at its foundation. Whether you fully realized it or not, you removed a person, pattern, or attachment that had been standing between you and your expansion for much longer than you knew. Recently, you walked away from someone who constantly pulled from your energy without ever pouring anything meaningful back into you. They slowly drained your time, emotional strength, confidence, patience, and focus little by little. Somewhere deep inside yourself, Scorpio, your spirit finally decided it would no longer tolerate that imbalance. And the moment that silent decision was made, space opened for abundance to begin moving toward you again. You also stepped away from an environment that exhausted you while offering almost nothing in return. It may have been a workplace, a routine, a social circle, or even a digital space that quietly consumed your creativity and emotional energy over time. You kept showing up, carrying the emotional weight, giving effort, ideas, and energy, while receiving almost nothing back for what you invested. Eventually, the truth became impossible to ignore, and your quiet exit became the beginning of your liberation. Then another shift happened, one that seemed small on the surface, but carried enormous spiritual weight underneath. You broke the pattern of hesitation that had slowed your momentum for years. Waiting, delaying, second-guessing yourself, and pushing opportunities further into the future finally lost its grip on you. This time you acted, and the moment you moved, a new opening appeared where financial momentum could finally begin entering your life again. You did not simply take action. You shattered a karmic cycle tied to fear and hesitation. In the spiritual world, courage creates movement instantly, and Scorpio becomes incredibly powerful once it stops betraying its own instincts. For some of you, this release went even deeper because you finally cut ties with someone whose energy constantly pulled you into confusion, guilt, emotional exhaustion, or self-doubt. When Scorpio fully detaches from what poisons the spirit, the energetic cord snaps hard, and the empty space left behind quickly fills with stronger opportunities, sharper clarity, and renewed personal power. And maybe the biggest transformation of all is this. You stopped asking for permission to become who you truly are. You stopped shrinking your vision to make other people comfortable, and stopped explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You reclaimed authority over your own life. Spiritually, reclaiming your power also changes your relationship with money, because prosperity naturally moves toward people who stop abandoning themselves and finally recognize their value without needing the world's approval first. Scorpio, you also released an old vision of your future that no longer matched the person you are becoming. It once felt safe, familiar, even comforting, but deep down you already knew you had outgrown it. The moment you allowed that outdated path to collapse, you created room for a larger opportunity, a stronger purpose, and a more abundant direction to begin moving toward you. At the same time, a deeper fear started breaking away from you. Maybe it was fear of success, visibility, responsibility, disappointing others, or repeating painful failures from the past. But Scorpio, that fear began falling away like an old skin being shed, and the universe felt the shift immediately, because fear blocks prosperity long before circumstances ever do. The moment fear loosened its grip, abundance finally found room to enter. You also recognized someone whose energy had quietly limited your growth through doubt, criticism, hesitation, or emotional pressure. Instead of fighting for their understanding, you chose distance. Quietly, cleanly, and at exactly the right moment, you stepped away. That decision carried more power than you realize. It became the moment an old cycle tied to scarcity and emotional depletion finally broke apart. You did not simply release a relationship or habit. You removed what had been standing between you and the future trying to reach you. And that is why everything around you has started shifting now. This is why opportunities are beginning to appear differently. This is why money can finally move toward you with less resistance, because you created space for it instead of filling your life with emotional exhaustion and constant noise. The universe responds quickly once the blockage is gone. If you can feel something stirring in your chest while hearing this, then anchor this moment consciously. Comment, "I rise stronger after June 6th to 7th to lock this energy into place." Like this video to strengthen the momentum and share it to expand the blessing outward. Because Scorpio, you did not just remove what was hurting you, you unlocked the next version of your future. Now we move into the signs, the signals that this transformation has already started approaching you. And as you hear them, something inside you will recognize them immediately. Because these shifts have already been appearing quietly around your life for a while now. One of the strongest signs is the sudden appearance of repeating numbers like 888, 818, or 711. These are not random distractions. They are energetic markers showing that your timeline is shifting toward expansion. When financial change begins approaching, signs usually appear before physical results do. And Scorpio, those numbers have already started finding their way to you. Another sign is the arrival of small, unexpected openings. A random invitation, an unexpected message, a brief connection, a tiny opportunity that seems insignificant at first. On the surface they may appear ordinary, but spiritually they are previews of something much larger, gathering quietly behind the scenes. You may have also noticed certain people acting differently around you lately. Those who once underestimated you suddenly seem cautious or uncertain in your presence. That reaction reflects the transformation happening inside you. Your energy is intensifying, and people can feel that shift before you even speak. And then there are the dreams. Dreams filled with storms, shadows, deep water, fire, eclipses, or strange passageways between one place and another. Pluto often communicates through symbols of rebirth and transformation, especially during periods when an old identity is dissolving to make room for something far more powerful. When these intense dream symbols begin appearing over and over again, they point towards something important. You are reconnecting with a deeper current of personal and financial transformation that had been buried beneath emotional exhaustion for far too long. In spiritual language, storms, deep water, eclipses, hidden places, and crossing thresholds all symbolize rebirth, movement, and power returning to its rightful place. Scorpio, These dreams are not random. They are signs that your inner world has already begun changing before the outside world fully reflects it. You may have also noticed feeling lighter lately, lighter in your thoughts, your chest, even in the way your body moves through the day. That feeling comes from old karmic weight beginning to fall away, including fears, emotional burdens, survival patterns, and inherited limitations that quietly blocked your prosperity for years. Before blessings fully arrive, the spirit often feels relief first, and that is exactly where you are now. At the same time, new ideas have been arriving with unusual clarity and precision. Financial ideas, creative moves, unexpected opportunities, and instincts that suddenly make perfect sense the moment they appear. This is not fantasy or overthinking, it is intuition sharpened through transformation. When Scorpio receives insight during a strong Pluto and Jupiter alignment, those impulses usually carry a deeper purpose than what first appears on the surface. Follow them carefully, because they are not random thoughts passing through your mind. They are signals guiding you toward expansion, movement, and a completely different financial direction than the one you were trapped in before. Another sign is the strange perfection of timing unfolding around you lately. You keep meeting the right people unexpectedly. Someone appears with guidance exactly when clarity is needed, while another person brings support, opportunity, or a connection you did not even realize was missing. These moments are not accidental. When Scorpio moves toward major transformation, destiny starts placing the right souls directly along the path ahead. You may also notice old energy returning in a different form, a past opportunity, an unfinished project, forgotten money, or an old idea suddenly begins resurfacing. This is karmic restoration. It is the universe returning what was delayed, overlooked, or emotionally taken from you during earlier seasons of your life. And your body has been feeling this shift too. Tingling sensations, waves of warmth, pressure in your chest, heightened awareness, restless energy moving through you without explanation. These are often physical responses to deep energetic activation. Your body recognizes transformation before your mind fully understands what is changing. There is an old prophecy connected to souls marked by transformation. The one who survives the darkness becomes the one who rises, carrying hidden wealth. Symbolically, it means prosperity often appears after the old identity fully collapses. Scorpio, this message points directly toward the transformation unfolding around you now. And if something inside you reacts to these words immediately, then anchor your timeline consciously. Like this video to strengthen the energy around you, share it to expand the blessing outward, and comment, "I rise stronger after June 6th to 7th. Because Scorpio, the signs are no longer distant. The transformation is already moving toward you. Now that you have recognized the signs and felt the shift building around your future, it is time to understand the deeper truth behind all of this. There is a Buddhist teaching that says, when one negative attachment is released, blessings begin flowing again like rain after a drought. Scorpio, you have released far more than thoughts. You have been shedding grief, exhaustion, misplaced loyalty, and emotional weight that was never yours to carry. Every time you walked away from what poisoned your spirit, you created room for something stronger to enter your life. Scorpio's intuition is different from most signs. It is instinct, shaped through survival, emotional truth, and transformation. You sense hidden motives before they fully reveal themselves and feel shifts in energy long before the outer world catches up. What you survived was never ordinary hardship. It was a spiritual transformation that tested your strength, boundaries, patience, and ability to keep moving while carrying emotional weight few people could see. Every painful ending and every season of silence sharpened your instincts, stripped away illusion, and cleared old karmic residue so abundance could finally move toward you without obstruction. Scorpio, the The cycle of emotional and financial scarcity that once followed you is beginning to collapse. That karmic debt has already been paid through your lessons, heartbreaks, sacrifices, and the parts of yourself you were forced to rebuild. You are no longer standing inside survival mode. You are stepping into karmic restoration. There is an old belief that the soul willing to release its burden becomes the soul trusted with hidden treasure. The emotional weight you dropped recently was not small. It was the final lock holding shut a larger destiny that had been waiting for the right moment to emerge. That is why everything around you feels different now. The universe is not responding to you randomly. It is responding to who you became through these transformations. You learned how to protect your energy without losing your depth. You learned how to stop abandoning yourself for people who only consumed your light. That is why this abundance carries deeper meaning than ordinary luck. But there is something important you must understand. The energetic opening surrounding June 6th and 7th, 2026, will not remain fully open forever. Spiritually and astrologically, this period acts like a narrow transformation window where aligned action creates powerful acceleration. If you follow your instincts during these days, send the message, accept the opportunity, begin the idea, or finally take the step you have been hesitating to take, you strengthen the next cycle of prosperity already forming around you. But if fear pulls you backward again, the opening begins to narrow. Scorpio, this is your turning point. This is your rebirth. And if you are still listening now, if your instincts feel sharper and your body reacts to these words before your mind fully explains them, then hear this clearly. You were not brought to this moment by accident. Leave a comment to anchor your timeline. Like this video to strengthen the energy surrounding you. Share it to expand the blessing and protect the future you are stepping toward. Then say this quietly to yourself with certainty. I rise stronger after June 6th to 7th. And remember this final truth, Scorpio. The transformation has already begun moving toward you. Do not stand in the old version of yourself when the new one is finally arriving. Do not doubt what your spirit already recognizes. Do not delay.